glued this all the way around, so we're hoping we can unglue this all the way around. So from here, we just got to make sure that we can open this up. A little bit more difficult because it's got liquid in it that's trying to still come out. So let's try to break the seal, if there is one. Watch your fingers. And from there, maybe we can open these damn things. Try to be gentle. And now, here's a little extra energy. There we go. Just need to break that seal. And if you do it right, you should be able to pull off any excess glue that you might have in there. Alright, that's all we got to do. Got to get the lid off. Okay. Now, the glue does not stick very well to surface that has GANs or any kind of a caustic solution that's present. If you put a caustic on there, then you pretty much can't stick anything else to it. All right, because it puts a little film. All right, with GANs, you're still nano coating, and it's still going to dry. You're not going to be able to get all the little pieces off of there. But it will help you feel better when it comes time to put this container together. Okay. And I want, okay, what I'm going to be doing is taking a whole bunch of this hot glue that I've got here and filling up around the edge, kind of like a little dental guard, okay, and then I'm going to squish it down on top of here, okay, to create a seal as best as possible. All right, and you want it to ooze out, because I think this is where it's leaking from. Right here is underneath this little edge. All right, and so that's why I want to you want to put as much hot glue as you can. It doesn't matter if it's going to drip down inside of there because it's already coming in contact. Okay, this is just the water. Okay, I put a little bit of copper oxide GANs in the bottom. Okay, but it's just the clear water that's on top. I'm going to fill this one up again using that same water, and I'm not going to put near as much liquid as I did last time, so I don't have to be concerned. With it, I don't have to be concerned with it overflowing. Okay, but I do want there to be enough liquid to cover these center cores. because that's where the magic is happening. Okay, and as long as those center cores are covered when they're sideways like that, you'll be okay. All right. And so it is so. Now this is copper oxide and graphite GaNs mixed. Okay, and washed. They were mixed together. Okay. So it appears that my hot glue gun is melting happily. Got glue everywhere. And I'm just going to fill in the spot. Okay. Fill it in. Fill it up with all this hot plastic glue. Okay? Because I was trying to be nice this last time and I didn't put enough. And so you just saw me struggling to try and open it. You want it to, you want there to be a lot of it so that it overflows. Okay. And oozes around the sides and creates the seal that you need. Okay. Don't be shy. It's obvious that nothing else that we use in this plasma stuff is shy when it comes to hot glue. Alright, and then from here you just push it down, let it ooze. Okay, it's going to create a little extra bubble in there because of the heat. And you can attempt to put these back on before the glue. To seal it, but in this case we're just going to leave it because I was too late. Alright, so learn from my mistakes. You won't have this problem here when it comes time to make it. Come on. Thank you. Like spider webs. Okay. But yeah, you won't have that problem. Okay. And we pushed a lot of liquid out from what appears to be the ends here. Okay. So again, that has to do with maybe I dislodged it, moving it around. We'll have better luck. This is, you know, still my first one, my experiment. Okay, these other two that are here, we're going to do the same thing, you know, but I'm going to put, I'm not taking the handles off this time, okay, so I don't have to worry about that. And I will be utilizing my, I have neodymium and CH3 GaNs in this, okay. This is fresh water. And I'm just filling up this plastic container here, okay. Again, just the central core that you want to make sure and submerge. Okay. Alright, we're going to do the same exact thing here. Okay. Let's fill all this up with hot glue. We're going to try to create a seal. That's going to be enough to fill in and cover and seal all that water in there. That's the goal here. I'm sure there are other methods. This is the method that I've got here at home right now. It's also a method that I believe would be the most feasible for people to replicate at home. And so we've got that. Once again, push it over the top, squish it down. And it's going to cause the air in it to expand, let it release, hold it in place. Okay. Now we wait. I believe this one will work just fine because we didn't jack around with the ends here. Okay, we didn't break that glue loose, and I released the air from the very get-go. Okay, and now I've got a nice seal. I can see all the way around that's affecting this. I'm just going to squish it down. Okay. Let's see if this produces anything. All right, this is sitting on the 12-volt setting here, and it's acting like a capacitor. It's building. It'll discharge, and then it'll build again, and then it'll discharge, and each time it builds a little bit higher. So it's charging. It's doing its part. You know, this part is this one is CH3. So let's mark this. This one is carboxyl. And I've decided evidently that I'm going to go ahead and use my negative terminal as where I'm going to put my CO2. Okay. So this box right here that's got the zinc that's been dipped in the activated charcoal. Okay. This container is going to have my CO2 water in it. Okay. So you can see that the nano coating has been taken care of. It sat out in the sun for about 24 hours. Okay. So Just going to do the same exact thing that we did. Add the waters. Okay. Now, newer designs will come out. It'll be cylindrical and be much prettier than this. This is just how to make it at home. Cover the central cores. Okay. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. Add a whole bunch of glue. Okay. Oh my gosh, this thing is so difficult today. And if you buy some of these containers, you'll see that there's just smaller, little deeper grooves that you got to fill in, okay, on the edges of these lids. And it can use up quite a bit of hot glue, but hot glue is fairly cheap for what we're using it all for. Okay. And again, flip it over, seal it, let it receive. There we go. It's really hot. Okay. And we should be good to go. I don't see any liquids coming off of here. Now it's all sealed up. Okay. And this one's going in the middle. Okay, I'm going to put the copper oxide on the bottom, like I did before. Okay. Now that we've got these sealed, okay, the way we want them, we're going to stack them. And I'm stacking them according to their polarities. Okay, I paid attention when I took the lids off and I marked them. All right, so we're going to pull the negative sides together with the copper oxide on the bottom. Be negative on this side, negative on this side. Okay. I'm just forming the zinc here so that it's a little bit user-friendly. Okay. And it's okay now, once you've glued the, what the fuck? Glue your zinc down, okay? And you'll be able to feel the heat be dispersed throughout the zinc very rapidly. Okay. I don't know why my hot glue gun is acting up today, but it is. Alright. So, the way I had this before So now I've got copper oxide, CO2, and CH3. All right. I don't know if there's a particular order for all of that. I don't really care. Okay. I just want all the energetic fields there, and I'm going to combine them elsewhere. Okay. So try not to dislodge your wire too much. Okay. Connecting the bottom two. I think I had it backwards this last time. Yep. So I want to connect all my negatives here. Okay, my two negatives. Okay. This one is connected to this one. Okay. This is what we've identified here. So now I've got the positives and the negatives both connected together on this one. I'm going to connect this one here together so that all my negatives are here and the energy has to come out this post. Okay, so it's going in here and out this post. All right. Now we've got these connected. I'm going to put a cover over the top of this one. Hold that in place and an extra one here. Okay. No real purpose to this except it helps make the connections. Okay. So now I've got all of this connected here. Let's see what kind of voltage we get. So this one's my positive and this one's my negative. Let's jump into positive and negative. It's zeroed out right now. And it starts to climb. Goes to negative. There we go. Now we're up to 90. The zeros. So this is doing exactly what it needs to do. I don't need any exact numbers, okay? Because it's just going to cause me some issues. If I try to, put the numbers out there, you guys are going to try and mimic them. So now what I'm going to do is glue this bad boy together, okay? We don't need to require a whole lot of glue with it, but it's going to appear that way. Okay. I'm just going to glue the corners together, just by allowing the hot glue to run over itself. All right. And it'll cool itself in place. Okay. And then it'll fill all these little gaps down here, all that kind of stuff. All right. Utilize the stuff that you've got. All right. Let's see, I grab it on the top. Whenever this dries, it's like putting a little handprint, the sticky fingers. Okay. And it's going to hold on to it and give it stability. Yeah. Don't stick your finger in the glue. And then give it some stability once it dries. And keep it from sliding everywhere. This is where generally it gets all messy. Take your time, don't have anything to worry about. It won't look bad. I'm not doing this because it's going to look pretty. I'm doing this for functionality. But I want it all to stay together. Alright, so I gotta utilize what I've got at hand here. You can leave all these little strings off and let them dry. You'll be able to break them off later a little easier. And now I'm doing this for demonstration purposes, and I feel pretty confident that my boxes down below here that I'm gluing together are actually waterproofed. Okay, so they're not going to be leaking GANs. That's my assumption right now. All right. But I wanted to finish this so you guys have something to look at and compare to. Like I said, it's like spider webs. And if you want to, you can connect all four corners like I do. Okay. I'm actually running out of hot glue here, so I've got to go get some at the dollar store or Walmart. But I just want the plastic to connect. I want the, I want it all to stay connected together. That's why you see me using the hot glue the way I do. All right. And then last but not least, you can always put some glue on your washers and your pegs that are coming out to just kind of hold it together. But I trust my own connections, and you'll realize that if you try to do that, it starts to look kind of nasty looking up here. But it's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, but this has become stable right now. I'm going to finish letting it dry. You can glue in between each one of these if you want to. You can do whatever you want. All right. I'm just doing the corners here to allow for visual windows inside of here so people can see. I only glued one here. I know that this is my positive and this is my negative, okay, because these are all connected together. Right here, 1, 2, and 3, and it comes out this side. Okay, so the plasmatic circuit comes here, and then you put this at the end of your batteries. This will be your positive, and this is your negative. Okay. Or the other way around. Yep, it is the other way around on this. Bottom one. No, this will work. This is the way it's supposed to be. So the reason why you make sure you know that it's all negative around here is because of this piece of nano-coated zinc that I've put in here that's wrapped around the center. Okay, it's a C shape, so it's like this. That encompasses these containers. All right, and I made sure that it's got copper washers that have been dipped in the activated charcoal water. Okay, on either side of this, so they're pinched together, and it's connected to this. So this is all my negative side, okay, and they're all connected together. And the only way that they're connected is through the centers, right? So they connect here into the center just by this wire. Well, the plasmatic flow is going to go from here to here, down, and go through the center, down, and back to the right. But then it's going to come back up, okay, and it's going to complete this circuit on the bottom, and it's going to complete this circuit here, and then when you plug it in, this becomes a circuit with whatever you've plugged in. All right, the rest of this that you plugged in here, if it's a light bulb, for instance, okay, the light bulb actually becomes part of the circuit, okay? And so that's how you complete all of your, you start counting your field interactions, okay? Now that this thing is cooled off, I can start peeling off all the little extra spider webs that I don't like, okay? Make it a little bit more appealing to myself, you know? So now this is all charged up and ready to go. All right, any questions on this? All right. I'm not understanding your question. So the negative end is not connected. I thought it was originally the positive. You have to clarify. Did the question already get answered? Did it get taken care of, Lori?
I believe she asked that question before you started the mini graph.
I wasn't able to. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and stop the recording now. All right.